take care. Do you? Oh no. His iPad died. Okay, so he's gonna grab something else. But all right, we are ready. Okay, I've got 25 of you on. I'm starting now. Okay, so have a pen, notepad in hand. Get ready to take pictures with your phone if you need to. We're gonna be good. And then Tasha, if you can just help mute everybody, that would be amazing. And here we go. So I'm gonna share my screen with y'all, and we are going to get started. So the first thing that I want to go through is how we're going to really take advantage of all of these promos. Here we go.
Naamoy ko na sis, no? Nagluto ako niya.
Mute. Okay.
Adrian, I can't mute. You have to make me a co-host.
George, are you in? Okay, Tasha, you're off the hook. George is in. Okay,
thanks.
You're welcome. Thank you. Okay, all right, here we go. Okay, let me just get in here. Let me move you guys over here, and we're going to get in presentation mode. Okay, so rise up strategy, build your legacy using Visage. Are we excited yet? I'm excited. I'm so excited because this truly is such a crazy product. But first, we're going to do a little housekeeping. If you didn't see that text go out earlier, tonight is the last chance for early bird pricing before the next year's convention tickets go up to $129. So just as a quick reminder, you may want to snag 1 or 2 tickets or maybe even 5 tickets for your friends or whatever, in your back office tonight before you go to bed, just so that you're not paying full price next year. And I know it's like preemptive, but I think it's good I'm a saver, so I think it's good to save. So just as a reminder, there's that. Oh, I'm gonna go back. Oh no. Okay. So the first thing we want to talk about is how to talk about Visage. So this is what we're going to go over tonight. We're going to be talking about building with Visage, how to invite, send links, follow up, right? We're going to talk about connect. Okay. We're going to talk about fast caption smart ship. Are you guys hearing feedback?
Yeah, it's bad.
Oh, okay, perfect. Okay. And then we're going to do earn the cash bonuses, Cabo/Vietnam, if you guys are excited about that, and planning your ladder chart, which is something that's kind of new, kind of not. But the first thing we're going to go over is the building with Visage. So this is just a quick script we came up with. And I know a lot of you guys are like, well, how do I talk about this? And how do I just blanket this and start getting the information out there, right? So the first thing I want to, you to recognize is look how beautiful Dr. Alicia's photo is. I'm going to be putting it on my Facebook page tomorrow. If you haven't already saved it, or if you don't have your own yet, this would be a great before and after photo to share. But the best approach right now is any approach. I will say that is any approach. You almost can't go wrong by just telling your friends, hey, you're not going to believe this, but I found a skincare super serum that makes you happier. It's called a neurocosmetic. And I am thrilled with my own results, or you could say I'm thrilled with my friends' results so far that I had to share. I just saw a typo. If you want to know more, I'd be happy to send you some info. Just message me back info and I will send it to you ASAP. So optional would be to include a photo, a before and after pic. And when they say info, you can send them any Visage tool, and I'll show you which tools I'm going to recommend in a moment. Now, for those of you who are like, listen, Adrian, I love Visage, but I love all the 3 products. I also want to blanket all that as well. Then you may want to do a more business-minded approach, which would be our second option here, which sounds very similar, but it's just really like generic, right? So, hi, Rebecca, you're not going to believe this, but I just found an opportunity to earn additional income online that I could not pass up. And I want you to take a look for me. I seriously think we would make great business partners here. If you want to know more, I'd be happy to send you some info. Just message me back the words info and I will send it to you ASAP. When they say info, then you would send them like an OPP recording, and we'll go over that in a second. How many of you guys like those 2 approaches? You can take a snapshot of this. You can take a picture of it. If you want to, you can put it into your own words. Maybe that doesn't sound quite like you. These are very customizable, but the approach is basically, I've got this new super product, right? Leaders, that's what they do. They make the newest thing, the next biggest thing, even more exciting than the last. So you want to come in and be like, I've got this new thing. Now, who are you going to send this to? You're going to send this to everybody on your names list. Maybe you need to make a new names list, right? Make 100 names list if you can. Write 100 names down. Start with your cell phone. Get excited, and you can text this out. You can voice message this out with before and afters, which I think would be super powerful, because they're hearing your voice, they're hearing your passion in your voice, but they're seeing a before and after photo. They're like, wait, what is Rosemary up to? What is this, right? So you're creating curiosity with the invitation. And our goal is to send 3 to 5 invitations per day. So again, via phone call, text, or voice text. You could totally say this to your friend on the phone. And I want you guys to get a little uncomfortable by using this script, because it is a little bit abrupt. And at the same time, I want you to take a massive pause when you're finished. So if you were to call your really good friend, Bob, and you were like, hey, Bob, you're not going to believe this, but I found a skincare serum that makes you happier. It's literally a neurocosmetic. I didn't even know what that meant. Like, you can riff off of this, right? But if you want to know more, I'd be happy to send you some info, but I just got so excited. It made me think of you and you can go into that. Now, you can also visit ourlegacymakers.com for additional scripts that we use under business resources. But I think this is a really fun, good approach. And I challenge all of you to send at least 3 to 5 of these, 1, either the product approach, or 2, the business approach, either tonight or tomorrow. All right, now you're like, well, what if they say yes? Well, that's a good thing, right? What if they say info back and they want to know more? Okay, so these are the 2 links I highly recommend. I know there's 4 there. There should be like a divider in between. You see the orange ones? The orange ones are for creating curiosity through inviting. You see the yellow ones? The yellow ones are when they're like, hey, I really just want to see, like, how do I get my hands on this? How do I order? Okay. So the first 2, and you can't go wrong sending any of them, right? I will say that, but the first 2 are meant to like really just educate. So you want to go to your 3 app. If you haven't downloaded your 3 app yet, they have all the Visage videos and materials in there now. And again, remember, people are like goldfish. They have a 30-second attention span. So does it really matter the exact tool that you send like all the time? Okay, does it? No, it doesn't. Getting the information out there is better than not. If you're waiting for perfection, you're never going to get started. You're going to get started to get started. Okay. You need to send something that's good. All of these are good enough. Okay. So the 3 app, you would send the Visage video, or if you want to send all the products, because it's a business approach, you can do Dr. Dan all products. I do not believe it's updated with Visage yet. So guess what? You could send both. You could send the Visage link and the Dr. Dan all products if you were doing product approach. Now, if you're doing business approach or product approach, you could do a recorded Zoom. So remember, as a whole, Kim Wee, who's our master brand partner, we plug into her Spark Global, and she has recorded Zooms on there that we've all done, like the whole community has been a part of. Well, Dr. Dan and Dr. Alicia just featured Visage on Wellness Wednesday. That would be a really good one. So you can see in this example, I know it's kind of hard to read, but if you get down there, it says Wellness Wednesday, August 21st, 2024. And then to the right, there's a red arrow pointing to a share button. On that share button, you would go to YouTube, right? You'd find this. Okay. You'd go to Spark Global, you'd subscribe, and then you'd go to videos and you'd find this. And then you would click share and you would click copy link. And that's what you would copy and paste in your text message or to your message to your friend. Okay. So the next 2, this is something that happens in your back office. So all of you would log into your back office, right? And on that very first page, the home page, you have your welcome to your back office. This is George Nice. If you scroll down, you see your own personalized QR code that people can order from. But the link that you want to send is not just the marketing site, and it's not the brand ambassador, and it's not the about us. Why am I telling you to do this? I'm going to show you in a second, okay? Because we're talking about creating a happy 10 with customers, but you want them to enroll as a customer. They still get to decide if they're going to subscribe and save. Oh, good. George has it on Legacy Makers as well. Thank you so much, George. The Dr. Dan video. He'll post that in the, you want to put that in the comments, babe? Thank you. Okay. So you're going to send, thank you. You're going to send your customer link. And when you, right next to it, it says share, and you click copy link, and copy link is the fastest. If you try to email, it's going to take time and and whatever. Just copy link. Okay. And that's what you're going to send them. So I had 2 girls. I posted a story. I posted my before and afters on a story. And I had 2 girls that were like, hey girl, just send me the link to your product I want to order. What do you think I sent them? Ding, ding, customer link. Okay, because when they clicked on it, it goes through and it took them through like an entire sales funnel of the product. Guess who bought products? Both girls, 2 for 2, right? That's 100% effectiveness. So that's why I'm telling you that. If somebody says, I just want to know what it is now, I'm ready to order, customer link all the way. Okay, now what if you are an office or a doctor, or you're somebody who's like, but I don't just believe in Visage, I want to build recommended carts for this. We're going to talk about that in a second. Well, then my friends, if you have the recommended carts around it, you would share a recommended cart link. So while we're doing this, I'm going to escape real quickly and bear with me. Okay. Let me pull this down. All right. Where is, 13 seconds. Okay. Yes. Keep working. Okay. So see this right here. Can you see that, Georgie? Oh, he's doing a thing. Okay. If you can see it, this is where I'm talking about the enroll customer link, and you click share in the drop down, and then you click copy link. And guess what? It doesn't say copied. It's not telling you it is, but it is. It is. Okay. So you would copy and you would paste that into a text message. So let's say I text in the 3-star group. All right. If you're a 3-star, you're about to get a text. Don't click on it and don't order from it, but it's just a test, right? And then I would go in there and I would send that text. And look, this is how it pops up, right? And it pulls up 3-store. That's what you want sent. Okay. All right. How easy was that? It took us like 10 seconds. Okay. Now, how do you create a recommended cart? You would come over here to this drop down where it says orders. Do you see that? And you click orders. And then down here it says recommended cart. If you come down to recommended carts, here's the one that I built. Okay. Now you could build another one. You could come down and you're like, well, how do I add a cart? Well, you could come down here, okay? And let's say you click this, and let's say you're going to call this the, what are we going to call this? Let's say glow up with Visage. You would name your cart, okay? And then you come in here and make it available on your customer site, because what was the link we just sent? Your customer site, okay? So now you scroll down, and I'm going to click 1, add to recommended cart. How many? 1 Visage. Now we'll do Eternal, okay? Add to recommended cart. How many? 1. Then I'm gonna see this floppy disk down here. Sorry, I wish I could see it in but you're gonna click this little save button, floppy disk. Okay, beautiful. Okay, you're gonna save it, and then you're gonna see it. Look at that. Okay, so now I'm gonna click these little 3 dots, and where does it take me? To my recommended cart. Now, what link am I going to send? What does this mean? Well, my friends, okay, you're going to come up here. Do you see the address bar? You're going to highlight it. You're going to copy it. You're going to take your notes, okay? And sorry, you're seeing different notes here. You're seeing my daughter's college dorm room notes right now. But if you were to scroll this over, sorry, I got to get rid of all my bars to move this. Okay, you would, let's say you want to add a new note, and you would say, recommended carts, carts, okay? And what's this one? This one is glow up with Visage, okay? And I'm going to save this. Now, why am I taking this extra step? Anybody know? Because I want efficiency. I don't want to have to go back into and log into my website every single time I need to grab a link. So I would put recommended link carts down in there, and then all I would have to do is come back, copy and paste this, and send it to my friend when she says, well, what should I try? I really need like a good multivitamin or something, or I really need like a good antioxidant. Well, listen, this is my 1-2 punch I recommend. Okay, so there is that. Back to our presentation. Okay, so hopefully you guys took notes on that and you took some screenshots. This is recorded again. You can send it out to people, anyone in your team that hasn't been on yet. But that is the purpose of what we just went through, because in this next step, we're going to move quickly into how to connect with people, but not just a 3-way call to introduce them. We just introduce them. So if you send a link, if you send the, hey, I'm excited, and they say info, and you send them a link, that's the time to schedule a 3-way call, a connect call with George and I, or your upline leader. So I know this is unique. It used to be that I would say, just schedule them with me no matter what. And I still kind of believe that. However, I think it's better if you can send them one tool, one piece of material, because I want to be asking different questions when we're doing these follow-up calls. I want to be able to say, what did you like the most? and have them like actually answer me and be like, I liked the idea of that before and after photo or that visage. Okay, great. Listen, are you excited about what we have to offer? Yes. Okay. What does financial freedom mean to you? Like, what would your life look like if you were making more money? Like, what would your life look like if we were able to show you how to promote, like just like what we did with you, shared those videos and you shared them with others and you're able to earn income. I want to be able to jump in and dive in and have better conversations. So I'm asking politely that you please send them a tool, just like following this, what we just did, before you schedule your Connect call online or your coaching call, your 30-minute book a Zoom. So you can see here, if you go on to our Legacy Makers, the Connect calling guide has been updated, and you guys would click on the Elite Mentorship Program on the home page, and then you would click Connect calls. I think it's step 3 or 4. Okay. And you can print and follow this guide, because if you've never done a Connect call, it's important that you educate yourself, right? So you're like, what's expected, kind of like how the presentation is going to go, like what's going to happen, whether it's a Zoom call or a quick phone call. But that's how you're going to book your Connect calls from now on. Are you with me? Okay. So I hope you're with me. Okay. So, all right. Now, that being said, now that we know how to do that, we want to talk about the fast cash with Visage. You're like, Adrienne, I'm excited about Visage, but why am I going through all these steps? Because we've got to cast a large net. We've got to cast a big net for you to be able to really capture a good long-term residual income utilizing Visage and our other products. So in order to just share these results of our incredible super serum globally, we're going to help people be happier, of course, with the power of neurocosmetics. That's our vision. But our mission out of that in the next couple of weeks is to really enroll a new happy 10. Not if you guys already have 10 customers and are brand ambassadors, great. You want to help them add Visage to their cart, but you still want to gain a new 10. That's what we call happy 10, is when you have 10 customers on Visage or Visage recommended carts in the next 2 weeks. Okay. So what we're going to do that is, I've got this piece of paper. Now I've broken this down. This is our new fast cash guide, and I have broken it down for you, and Tasha did put it in the links. But the purpose of this is to be able to help you get a happy 10 and get them on SmartShip. Now remember, SmartShip is the glue that holds your income together. So some of you guys, and this is what happens, I would say 99% of the time, you get in, you enroll a few friends and family, and then some of them continue to order and some of them don't. Some of them rise up and they go out and they go get 2 people right away or 10 people right away, and some of them don't. I need you to very clearly understand the difference, that the people who are not moving forward, the people who might be existing, if you've been in for a while, they're existing in your team right now and they're not building the business. In other words, they're not actively sharing 3 and bringing on new customers or brand ambassadors. Guess what? They are still your customers. How beautiful is that? So you're still earning off of them because they're your customers. Now, as soon as they get excited and start sharing what we have here, that's when they become a brand ambassador. And there's a huge difference. So there's only 2 ways that you can enroll now, and 3. The first one is as a customer. The second one is as a brand ambassador. Now, brand ambassador means what? They've paid their $30, right? And they're eligible for commissions. Now, your customer is going to come on board, and some people are going to do some and some are not. Some of your customers might recommend, and that's great too. But if they don't, right, I just want you to understand the difference. Right now in your business, you need to identify who's a customer and who's an actual business builder. Okay, because I don't want you guys to waste your time on people who aren't going to budge. Does that make sense? Now, we give everybody the opportunity to move forward. We plug them in, we keep plugging them in, we keep inviting them onto Zooms until they get it, right? That's when they'll build an income. So the reason I went through that for you is I just want you to be clear that a lot of times, almost 90% of the time you have a customer, don't think they're a builder until they go get 2 people. Okay, if they get 2 people, then now there's somebody I want you to take more seriously and help them move forward. All right, so let's talk about customer commissions. This is new for us, right? This is very unique to 3. We have a price point on each product, and we have a SmartShip price on each product. And then there is the CV equivalent. Now, this is for customers only, not brand ambassadors. Brand ambassadors products, they save and they have a higher CV, right? So just on this section, this is how you want to treat customers with each product. So when we talked about creating recommended carts just a minute ago, right? What would happen if you had, and by the way, there's two options. Like when they go to your customer link, it'll say buy as a customer, like not saving at all, and or sign on with SmartShip and save. So the reason I have on the side here, if you look at Visage up at the top and underneath it says one box, $33. And then to the side, it says one box on SmartShip, $29. So this is your earnings. So if you were to bring one person on today and they were to buy one box, not on SmartShip, boom, you just earned $33 and you get paid the next day. If they came on as on SmartShip, boom, you made $29 and you get paid the next day. So what would happen if you spent this next week getting 5 new customers, right? Well, it depends on, you can make anywhere between $165 to $145. What if you got 10? You earned an extra $330 to $290, and that's just off one product. So do you guys see the power in that? Do you see the power in understanding the difference? I do. I mean, I really, really do. So when we go down, you can look at each product and you'll be able to print this document out. And I want you to print it out, laminate it, keep it with you. This is the kind of document you send to, let's say, a medical spa that just enrolled and wants to know, if I sell one box of Purify, what do I earn? Or one box of Immune, or one box of Visage, what do I earn, right? So this is for them. Now, you guys, there's many ways to skin this cat. That's true. Okay. There's many ways to build rank. There's many ways to get paid, but I just really want you to hone in on this. And so when you guys look at this, you'll be able to very clearly identify what am I going to earn and track your money. Some of you guys are like, I need money. Who needs money? Who could get excited about making extra cash right now? Right? Okay. If that's you, this is what you need to dive into. I really want you to understand this. You don't have to memorize it. It's on paper. I just want you to understand what it means when you go out and you make one sale, in other words, or 10. All right. So the next part of this is those recommended carts that I just showed you. So I literally already showed you guys how to build a recommended cart, but this is so great because I like things that are buildable and scalable. And I like income where you're building retention and it's buildable and scalable. Okay. So I want every single one of you to be able to build really great incomes in 3. And I want you to be empowered to share recommended carts, because when you do, you're upping your order basket naturally by sharing, hey, this is what I love, or this is what I recommend. That's why it's called a recommended cart. So you could be having a conversation with somebody about Visage. They get excited about what Dr. Dan said, but they perked up and said, well, wait, what's Vitalite? What's Eternal? And you go, oh, it's this. Let me send you a recommended cart. And you can click on each product and learn a little bit more. Are you with me? Okay. All right. So you would go in. So the prices down below are what those carts would cost on SmartShip. Okay. So the prices reflect the cost on SmartShip. Now, if you were to get one cart of the Super Serum on SmartShip, right? Because SmartShip is building a residual. If they get one Visage every single month for 12 months, right? You just made what? Over $300, right? On SmartShip for the year. But what if they did it for 6 months, right? So what if you had 5 carts at $145 per month? What if you had 10 carts at $290 per month? Do you see how you're earning residually through sharing recommended carts? So if that's just Visage. But what about, and I called them this, and that's why I put them like this. I just created that Eternal Youth cart and I created that Glow Up cart right in front of you guys, right? So what you would do is you can build out these 4 carts in your back office, or you can edit an existing one, okay? And you can rename them and then save those links in your notes to be able to share with other people. But this is what you'd earn. So I wanted you to ask yourself, how much money is enough? Would I like to have 10 people on the Glow Up cart each month making $580 per month? Would that be worth your time? Absolutely, because you'd be getting your products paid for plus, right? Okay, what if you had 10 people ordering, the Vita Glow Up cart? That's $770 per month. You've got a happy 10, you're earning happy 10 bonuses on top of this, plus cycles, right? And all that good stuff, but you have them on SmartShip. So these are really great cards to consider. If you had 10 carts a month going out on SmartShip, you'd be making $770 per month. Are you seeing the fast cash? Yeah. Okay. What about if you did the Eternal Youth Pack? They spend $400, okay, a month. That's probably less than what they spend at Costco. Seriously, every time I walk into Costco right now, it's like $500. But let's just say they're spending less, okay? And you have 10 people in your organization or in your team or customers in your team, happy 10, that are buying the Eternal Youth. You're earning $920 per month. So that's an extra $920 per month right now that you didn't know about before. Okay, so I hope you're going, like your mind's expanding for a second. Why would I share recommended cards? Why would I share SmartShip? Why would I even take a little deduction instead of just having them order regular? They can too, they get the choice. But you can say, hey, it would be great if you got this on SmartShip. Subscribe and save is what it says. So they know they're getting a subscription, very similar if you were to subscribe and save to something on Amazon. But in this case, they're buying from you. That is e-commerce business. Okay, so I know I spent a lot of time on this slide, but I hope that it super duper makes sense for you guys. Okay, so now we are going to talk about PIBs as a source for fast cash as well. Now look, we have all the new fun customer stuff that just came out, but we're not going to throw the baby out with the bathwater because still until founders packs are gone, they are really what you should be promoting. Do we agree? Yes, because they pay the most right away. So look at the PIBs on the very first order that you bring somebody on with one of this. Now they have to come on board as a brand ambassador and not a customer. So that's where we're going to have those calls together, those connect calls where I'm going to help you identify, is this a product user? Is this a customer? Or is this a business builder? Is this a brand ambassador, right? And we can talk about the founders and the business builder and the premium and the intro. You guys, our two most popular packs out of this, just FYI, are the founder pack and the premium pack. There are more people monthly when they onboard as brand ambassadors. They either enroll with the founder pack right now for a limited time, because I just want to give you a tip. This is recorded on YouTube, but I've been talking to some people and I really believe they're going to pull the founders pack right before Christmas. And I don't think they're going to reintroduce it. So I hope I don't get in trouble for sharing that. I hope nobody's watching this. Okay, so but Founder Plus, so what do we still want to do? We want to help people come on board as founding members. It's the most amount of product for the least amount of money. You make the most money up front on this. That's $350 in your pocket every time you share 3 and somebody onboards with a founder pack. Right? For the premium pack, it's $100 in your pocket. Think about that, right? So I know we know this, but I still want you to look at the PIBs as the fastest source for cash because it is. So some of you guys are like, oh my gosh, I need more money right now, or I want to have the best Christmas ever leading up. You've got to rally with these founders packs and the premium packs and the intros and the business and all of that up to that point. But we got to do those connect calls together so I can help you identify. And we lay everything out and then we let them decide, right? So the reason we follow up is so that we can help them identify which pack, which experience is best going to suit them. Are they just wanting to try the product and that's it? Or are they wanting to really join? And so that's where sending them, Zoom links, pre-recorded Zoom links, or getting them on a live event, that helps, right? That all helps, but they get to decide. Okay, so that is the PIBs. And then now we're switching gears. So, okay, everyone take a deep breath. Next topic, okay? Breathe out customers and PIBs for a second and start breathing in. Let's go on a trip together. Okay, so I like this because I want to teach you. I just showed you all those quick ways you can earn cash on SmartShip and with PIBs, but we're going to build those up right now. So this is what it looks like to go to Cabo. I don't know if you guys saw them release this. This is just a quick video, but they released a beautiful video on Facebook about what Cabo is actually going to look like. And I think it's going to be a lot different from the other Cabo places I've stayed at in the past. So I'm excited because if you look at this, home design, or I guess hacienda design down here, you can see this is going to be a unique experience for you. It looks like there's a private pool in the back. It looks like it's a 2-bedroom hacienda. So I think it's going to be great. Now, that being said, for our Asia Pacific, you guys are going to Vietnam. Okay, so now what's cool about this is Daniel said you can go to either one. So you can go to Cabo or you can go to Vietnam. You decide, you just got to earn the trip. So my goal is to get you on the trip ASAP in the next 3 weeks. We got to hit tier 1 together. I would say tier 1 in the next 2 weeks, actually. Okay. So if that is your goal, if that's something that excites you, we need to talk about the amount of effort and what needs to be done in order for you to earn that ASAP. So Tasha put this together for us. Isn't it pretty? She put it out there for you guys so you can download it. But in week 1, so as soon as you start, and today's Monday, so you really could very well start tonight. And your goal this week is to enroll 2 founding members plus 2 intro packs. So 4 packs total. How many people are you going to need to talk to? Probably, I would say 20. You're going to need to at least talk to 20 to 40 people to get yes, no's, maybe so's, to get those types of packs rolling in this week. I know you can do it because look what I'm dangling in front of you. You're going to get 3,000 PSV. PSV stands for personal sales volume. What does that do? Cha-ching! It goes and it helps you with the Cabo trip. Cabo trip is based off of PSV. What else are we going to do? We're going to get you $1,250 in the cash bonuses that the company just announced. But the cash bonuses end at the end of this month, right?
Yeah, well, part is PIB and 500 is the cash.
Okay. So yeah, if you look right here, it's 750 PIB, 500 cash bonus for a total of 1,250. So that would just be this week. What are we going to do again the next week? The same thing. Yeah, we're going to sell another 2 founders and 2 intros. That's going to give us the same thing, but we're accumulating PSV. So now we're up to 6,000 PSV. Okay. Week 3, we're going to do the same exact thing. There's another 1,250. Now you're at what? 2,600 in PIBs, 1,500 in bonus cycles, and you're at 9,000 PV. And what do you need to get tier 1? You need 10,000. So after that, my friends, all you need to do is enroll 1 more founders pack. You're going to earn an extra $350. You're going to total your PSV to 10,000, and you've just earned the trip for 1. Okay. Now you can keep going. If you want to earn the trip for 2, what do you think I recommend? Repeat, right?
Now,
you're going to repeat this.
Something cool is, yeah, the contest of the cash is until the 15th, but the trip is until February 2nd.
Yeah.
You're going to have already or the trip for 1 room, and then you're ready to go for the other ones, and you have 5 more months.
Yeah. So do you guys have any questions about that real quickly? You can unmute yourself. I can't see anything. Can you get to
Rinse and repeat.
Okay. Yes. Rinse and repeat. Who said that? Yes, baby. Oh, Nicole. Let's go to Cabo, baby. All right. Let's do it. Can you imagine? There's 29 of us on, and if we kept rallying, that's 2. That would be what? 30. That would be 60 of us on the trip, roughly. Come on. That would be so much fun, you guys. We would literally take over these haciendas. And it would be a lot of fun. So, okay. So we want to rinse and repeat this. Okay. Hopefully you took a picture of this slide. This is going to be an important one. Okay. And we do have the document out there too.
She already got the link for a PDF file.
Beautiful. She is the best. Okay. Thank you, Tosh.
Great,
all right.
Great job, Tosh.
Yes. Okay. All right. Hang in here with me. We've got one more thing to talk about, and that is power up packs. Okay. Now I know for a lot of you guys, this was like a brand new concept, but if you went to the first event, it's not a new concept, and you have to ask yourself, is this beneficial to me now? I had a call with somebody today on the team that I actually said, you know what? I think you need to learn, we need to do a ladder chart, and we need to book an appointment to teach you how to cycle off the volume you have. But for those of you guys who are brand new and you're like, I don't know what this means. What it means is it puts volume, like, in other words, you're buying volume. They're gifting you the products with it, and it's loading down one side so that all you have to do is build the other side, you cycle it off, and you get paid. So when we talk about rank advancing, Power Up Packs is a beautiful way to help elevate you or rise up to that next rank, because you've got all this volume down one side now to work with that you can learn to cycle off. So I always suggest, if your goal, and I said this at the Rise Up event for those of you who were there, if you're a 3-star, you don't want to be a 3-star anymore. You want to go 3-star pro or 3-star elite or 4-star. Okay. The sky is truly the limit. If you really put in the activity, like we just talked about, from now and even for 90 days, even till like Christmas starts. And then after that, do it one more time till the end of February, you guys, you'll be in a totally different place in your life. You absolutely will be. So yes, I do recommend if you're in a position to purchase a Power Up pack that you do. And then what are you going to do? You're going to teach your team to do the same thing until they're not available. When do they go? Are they gone?
The 15th.
The 15th. Yeah, they go the 15th. So you want to purchase those, and then you want to schedule a ladder chart, which is very similar to a T chart. I'm just going to give you a little bit different, more specific instructions. So I really think if you guys are sitting on Power Up Volume right now, my friends, and you're not on my schedule or Georgia's schedule, we need to meet, because we need to do a ladder chart with a little bit more specific instructions on how to help you cycle that off so that you get paid. Okay.
It's something else I was going to say about the Power Up, and I'm going to use the big one, the 2000. You can sell the 16 products and the Visage. I still have a hard time saying Visage. 16, and then you get $2,400 back. It's more than you paid for the package. But not only that, remember you're making $33 per package too. And the way to do it is you give the product to the person, and they order on themselves,
open their account,
and then they send it back to you.
Yeah, we call that.
Unless it's a brand ambassador that, of course, you're not making that $33, but you are you're selling.
Yeah, we call that place and replace. And that's what George is referring to as place and replace, which is where you've purchased a load of products up front, and then we teach you how to get rid of those. Okay, in other words. So it's really great. Definitely, if you're enrolling like an office or a yoga studio or something like that, and they want to have product on hand, I definitely recommend while it's available that you go in, you enroll them as a brand ambassador, and then without any product, and then you go back in. Wait, do they have to be with 100? I can't remember what Nikki said.
For what?
Maybe put it in the chat if you know. Like all I need is their account already open as a BA, and then you can purchase the Power Up pack, but not before. So Power Up packs are only available to existing brand ambassadors,
Correct.
Which means they need to exist in your tree first in order to purchase a Power
Yeah, you have to have the 100 points.
Yeah, I think you have to do an intro pack plus a Power Up. Okay. So that is what I believe. And then you're eligible for the volume. And really what you're after, my friends, is the volume. I mean, if I were to if anybody who's ever been in a binary, raise your hand. Okay. And then keep your hand raised if you know what a huge value that is to have a leg with existing volume on it, right? So it's hugely, it's exciting. It's a good thing to have. It's a good thing.
Yeah. And you make more money in the cash example that Tasha post. It's not including cycles. If you have a power leg, guess what?
Yeah. So, okay, to do a quick recap, I want you to ask yourself, what does financial freedom mean to you? What's going to really like get me going starting like tonight or tomorrow? Okay. What's going to make this worth my time, right? What is your goal? Is it the fast cash? Is it the happy 10 on smart ships? Is it the trip to Cabo? Is it to rank advance? If it's all of the above, then let's get to work, right? Because now you have to ask yourself by when. We've got some deadlines to meet, and those should be exciting. I actually love deadlines. I feel like they just help me like really rally. I let go of procrastination. I let go of perfection, and I just go. And I just like, whatever. They can say yes, no, maybe so. And I'm on a roll because that's how many people I'm calling. And that's really the attitude that you need to adopt these next couple weeks, is just like, it's okay. And then just put your goals up where you can see them, right? Put it on your fridge or your desk or bathroom mirror. Something that we like to do is when we're going for a trip or something, we usually say to ourselves, like, I'm so happy and grateful now that I've earned this trip by blank. And then that way you're seeing and you're visualizing, and your brain, honestly, the subconscious mind like doesn't know the difference if you already feel like you've done it, right? So it's a really good thing to visualize that. The next thing you want to do is to take action. So if you haven't made a new list yet, make your names list. You want to connect, present, and follow up just like the way that we showed you. You can use the Elite Mentorship Program on our legacymakers.com, and then you want to book out and just schedule connect calls like crazy. That means they've seen a tool and you're inviting them on for third-party validation. And there's nothing more powerful than third-party validation, especially when it's a business approach. So you want to work with us, you want to work with your team, you want to work with your sponsors and your upline. You're not alone. You're doing things alone, but you're not alone. So if you're not checked in and we don't see you, I'm like, what happened? Where did she go? Did the birds get her, right? We want to make sure that you're on the schedule, that you're communicating with us. Let us help you be accountable, right? So when you're working with us, we can help with better accountability to help you reach your goals. And then the whole thing is just to do something every day that brings you towards your goals. You know, text, phone calls, send links, Zoom events, in-person events, do something consistently. One of the reasons, like I'm going out to do, I'm going to go to New Jersey, and I'm also going to do some events for Holly DeMont's team in Pennsylvania. Why? Because they're consistent. They do 1 to 2 in-person events every single week. So I said I would come out there and support them. Are you doing consistent events? That's what I want you to ask yourself. Or are you plugged in and you're consistently inviting people, 2 to 10 people per week, onto an existing Zoom call or onto an event that you're going to be doing. So consistency is going to be key with anything, right? We know that. So you got this. That's the whole thing. You got this. Cabo, Vietnam, it's in the bag. All you got to do is follow the systems. Now I'm going to stop sharing, and I really just want to get feedback. Anyone have any questions? Oh, Kenyon. Hi. Go ahead, Kenyon.
So I have a question. So if you went and had a spa sign up and they only come in and they bought 2, they sign up as a brand ambassador and they buy 2 of the Visage for 140 points, that makes them a QBA, so they can go ahead and buy a power up pack then.
Correct.
After they get they just have to they don't have to buy a package, just have to buy $100 or 100 CV or whatever it is. Correct? I just want to get that clarified.
Yep. No, you got it. That's absolutely right.
Yeah.
Because some of them places might not really want to do the business, but they want to buy product.
Yeah. Yeah, you're absolutely right. And honestly, so the way that I would approach a medical spa, first and foremost, I would get in there and say, I've got this amazing new, incredible neurocosmetic. I'd love to come in and share it with you. I'd love to have you sample it. And don't do this. Don't give them the whole bottle. Okay. Just let them sample it like on their hands, you know, or something like that, so they can feel it. It's just a sensory issue. It's a sensory thing. So they can feel that it's silky smooth and it's really cool. Okay. Maybe you can have them pat it under their eyes, because honestly, it would help them release dopamine and make them feel happier. So I would just say what we do to test it is we pat it under our eyes and then we go like this. Okay. And then just let it sit for a second, pass out the materials. A lot of times I'll even buy them lunch. I'll be like, hey, if I can come in and do a presentation for you, I'll buy you guys lunch or whatever. I'll pick it up from Chick-fil-A, whatever, you know, and we'll sit down and I just want to show you what I have. Throw out there, if you guys want to do the printouts from your 3 app, you can put them in a notebook or something in like the little plastic pages, let them flip through it, just have it look professional, and then have enrollment forms, power up packs, and a fast cash guide, so that they know how and what that means. So if they go, so if I like this and I sell 1 bottle of Visage, what does that mean? Anywhere between $33 to $29. Like, you're teaching them how to sell and what that means for them for money in their pocket. Right. So that's what I would do. Yeah. But I wouldn't.
No, that was kind of what I was wanting to make for sure, because as long as you have, so if you got somebody did it, you still want to push the founders for them. If they want to be a brand ambassador, you still want to do it, because you still get the other. But if they're more into just, depends on what they're looking for as a person or whatever. So thank you. That's kind of that clarifies some stuff with me, because I had that question I was going to ask you guys anyways earlier today, because that's what I thought it was. But they say in the thing,
and you can clear that up in one question. You can ask them, is this something you're going to sell in bulk in office, or would you rather embed this in a link on your website? And if they say embed and website, then you got to go a different route, right? You're going to get them fast cash guide and teach them how to set up their recommended carts and embed those links on their website. If they are wanting to just place and replace product, then they got to have a ton of product on hand. They've got to have it ready and accessible in office, right? To do place and replace.
That's where you get them to buy 3 of the power packs.
Yes.
Get them all.
Yeah, no, seriously. And then you go, oh my gosh, you have like over 100,000 in bank volume with these power up packs. You got to jump on a connect call with Adrian and George so they can teach you what that means. That's money sitting there waiting for you to get paid on, right? So then you would dive into that.
And
okay, thank you.
With 3 packages.
That's so great. Thank you for asking that, Daryl. I mean, Kenyon. I was looking at Daryl. Okay. All right. Who else has a question? Don't be shy. There are no wrong questions.
Okay, Adrian, I'll ask you a question. It's Melissa.
Hi.
So I'm trying to understand, I'm trying to just get a better grip over the two ways. So you're either a brand ambassador
Mhm.
or you're a customer.
Yes, ma'am. That's right. You got it.
So when they sign up and they're paying the $30 and they're being a brand ambassador, then they still are not qualified until they get their two people.
That's right.
To start getting
Yeah.
money, yeah.
To start
Okay.
getting paid. Yeah.
On their downline. They can sell retail and they can make money, but from the downline, they have to have their two and reach the 100 points.
Yeah, they can make some of the PIB, like, well, they can make
The
put commissions and
PIB
stuff like
and
that,
commissions.
PIBs and commissions,
Yeah.
but they can't make cycles.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Very good question. Yeah. Right. So
Thank
the
you.
one, yeah, absolutely. And the one,
I don't know, Adrian, I just signed up. We got a call tomorrow at 6:30. You and I and my friend Colleen. So you're gonna get another chance to really go over all of this with her because she just ordered Visage and she's already been taking some of the products. But she has a super intensive testimonial on the
Wow.
products. So
Wow.
you're gonna get to hear that tomorrow night. But she's already talking about wanting, she has a friend, I didn't know this. She has a friend who has a med spa
Oh, hey, we're
and
doing this now.
and would just be wanting to sell the products.
Mhm.
So I don't know how that works. You know what I mean? I don't know how that works. So I'm gonna leave that up to you tomorrow,
Hey, Well, I'm
6:30.
gonna teach you what that means. When we do the call tomorrow, you're gonna hear me explain to her how she'll do that.
Yeah,
Yes.
buy
Yeah.
a package and then they have the best price and that's it.
Yeah. Okay, who
Also,
else?
can I say something real quick?
Yes.
Sorry. Just going off of what she said, Carrie had put something in the chat. I think it was on Thursday. And I just barely got it this morning. My world's been upside down.
Yeah.
But I sent it to Kenyon and it was something she talked to the doctors about. And it was
Mhm.
really cool. And she said it works. And every time she sends it, she sent it to 3 doctors and they've all looked at it.
Yeah.
So, and it's with the Visage. And
Oh.
it's in the chat of our legacy makers.
Okay. So it's in the one on WhatsApp, right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. So
Yeah.
go snag that, everybody. Go snag that. Maybe somebody can repost it and then we can all copy it and put it in our notes on our phone so we can use that too. Okay, quick question from Carrot. It says, can people with ulcers or gastro issues take these? Oh, wait, for my BA brand ambassadors. Okay, yeah, anyone can take, yeah, the best product to use for anybody in that situation is going to be Eternal. It's like basically a liquid antioxidant on steroids. So it's really great for that. Also, I highly recommend, I know it's a little bit more potent, and yes, it does have piperine, menthol, and cayenne pepper, but it is really good is the Revive. So I would definitely recommend the Revive in that case as well. And then also if they can swallow pills and still feel okay, then I would have them do the Vitalite because it has 100 billion live probiotic, and you just want to keep up with the good bacteria in the colon. So that's what I would recommend. Very good product question. Amazing. Okay, who else has a question? And I can maybe go back through. Camille's gonna pay off her car. You heard her. She said it. Let's go, Camille. I love it. I love that that's your goal. Yes, Beata, it is 100 PV to become BA, 2 brand ambassadors enrolled, 1 on each leg. Yeah, so the difference is, okay, so when you go look at the comp plan, it's customers and brand ambassadors, and then brand ambassadors to capture the cycles have to have 1 brand ambassador on the left and 1 brand ambassador on the right that have a minimum of 100 CV and a smart ship set to 60. So they must have smart ship set to 60. That's one box of eternal, right? And then they earn off of everything that comes underneath them, regardless of depth. So how fast do we want to have that brand new brand ambassador get 2 people? Put it in the chat or you can shout it out. There's a specific thing. Who knows it?
Fast.
Fast, but there's a time frame. There's a time frame here. What is it?
Within
Put it at
72
48
hours. 48
Oh my God.
hours.
Oh, who said 48 hours? Who's that? Okay. Woo! All right. Winner, chicken dinner. You want to help them get to within 48 hours. It's that important. The longer they sit as a brand ambassador, they're really a customer. Okay. So you want to get them 2 people, 2 referrals, 2 people in the organization with 48 hours, because that gets them commissionable, right? ROI commissionable. Now we're in business. So how do we do that? You know what's so interesting to me still to this day? I'll never forget that the very first time I enrolled in network marketing, I was sitting at Spaghetti Mama's, okay? And across from me was a woman named Monica. And Monica told me that if I didn't go get 2 people right now, I wouldn't be able to get paid. And I was like, whoa. And I was on the phone getting 2 people at the Spaghetti Mama's table. I got my sister and my mom. And I was like, hey, we're doing this business. Give me your credit card.
Adrienne, I want to mention this because I was there when you did that.
Yes.
And this is the thing. This is what I was going to say. When I get someone on the phone and we're talking to them, we sign them up. I'm like, okay, you just were telling me you had people in your mind that you wanted to talk to. Let's call them.
Yeah.
Let's get them on the phone. Because
Yeah.
when they're excited like that and they are like gung ho,
Yeah.
that's when their energy flows and their friends, their family are like, what are you doing? And they will take a look because they're so excited. They can't stand it. So I like to do it like you did, like exactly. Because you were so excited.
It's the best time to do it. Even if they're scared, you're like, what do I
Yes.
say? Just tell them, hey, I'm excited about this new business I just started. You know, can I send you some information on it? I really want you to partner with me.
Yeah.
Oh, and honestly, that is it. And because it's excitement, the enthusiasm, they do it. Like it just happens.
Simple.
How to say it any other way. But you know what I was most excited about was my first paycheck, because I got my 2 within that same day. Do you know what my first paycheck was? $39. Woo! And I was so excited. I never quit because I was like, hey, I just made $39. You know,
You're an inspiration, Adrienne. I'm telling you.
I know. And then I just started making money every week, and I just started buying shoes every week, which is, we should have a list. We should have a financial advisor on. I've got one. We should have do. Don't buy shoes every week. Bank that money and reinvest in your business a little bit. Okay. What about when they insist they have to get their own product experience first? So many people put the brakes on this for this. Honestly, at that point, we've almost talked too much. So a lot of times I find when I over talk or I overshare, that's when they tell me, they're like almost like trying to shut me up. They're like, it's information overload. And they're like, fine, I just want to try the product first. Okay. And that's not every time, but I would say 80% of the time I have overshared, and that's why they're like not interested, because I haven't moved on to the next thing. I'm like, which product? Usually I'll be like, hey, which product pack do you want to start with? Oh, well, this one fits my budget. Okay, great. I just want to make sure you don't miss out on any founding member bonuses. Well, okay, I just want to try the product first. All right, let's get you in. I will enroll them. Like literally, I don't make them wait, my friends. I literally will be like, great. Okay, I could have been on like, 10 minutes, send them a link. They got excited. No, go, where do you want your product shipped to? And I'll literally just start taking the order. Address, I have their name and phone number typically, right? So address, what's your credit card? What credit card do you want to put this order on? Well, wait, how much is it again? Well, wait, did you say founders pack or did you say intro pack? Okay, fine. Let's do intro pack if that's where you're at. Kara and I just did this together the other day with a new guy. She's got a new guy that she just joined our team. So if Silvis is on tonight, welcome. He's in the Philippines as well. So I'm excited to have him on, but honestly did not fight him at all. I was ready. We were ready to take the order, weren't we, Kara? He saw it all and we took his order. When? On the call. Okay. So we took his order on the call. And then afterwards, Kara sent him a welcome letter from the website, invited him onto all the things so he could get plugged in and start learning. And then, now, we got to get him going. So, but yeah, try not to, think that they need to, sometimes we keep talking out of like the energy of not pausing enough to let them make a decision. So Nicole, do you see her nodding her head? Wendy's nodding her head. Carrie's nodding her head. Sometimes you guys are just talking too much, and it's okay. We all do it. But like, you'll learn to just ask the question and be quiet. Like, which product pack would best fit you? Silence. Oh, she means now. Like, in her, you know what they're doing in their head? They're like, oh my gosh, she means I have to decide right now. Do you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what I mean. You know, which product pack best fits you? Now, if they, you know, honestly, if they're like, oh my gosh, I'm really hurting for money, that's going to take me some time. Oh, God, it's no problem. When do you get paid? Oh, next Friday. Okay, well, what would be an appropriate pack for you then? An intro pack? Okay, great. I'll call you next Friday. We'll get you started. Right? So it's just knowing those cues. And you guys, I promise you, the more connect calls you schedule, you're going to hear me say things like this over and over and over again. And it's just going to come naturally to you. We're just going to start taking orders. Okay. And it'll be good. And you'll be building your business. It's going to be awesome. Oh, Kara is giving you a tip. She said her mistake was not having an enrollment sheet right in front of her. What? Expectations. You know how we're going for a happy 10 right now? Do me a favor tonight. Go in your back office, print out 10 enrollment forms and put names in pencil on top of them. And that's who's going to come on board in your business. Because as soon as you put pencil to paper, guess what's going to happen? These people are going to come out of the woodworks. That's what happens when you put the energy out there in the universe first, right? Ask and you shall receive. And next thing you know, boom, people are like, hey, Nicole, I was just thinking about you. It's so weird. I saw that post you did on that new product. Tell me more about that. I promise you, magic will happen. Magic will happen. Manifest it. All right.
I have
go ahead.
Beata's saying you responded, but when a person say they want to try first a product, you sell the product.
Yeah, sell it.
Customer becomes customer. You make $33 if it's the Visage.
George has so many network marketing companies in his head.
But you sell it, and actually that's great. When a person say I want to try the product, great, you're making $33.
Right.
That's not an objection. Actually, you're making money.
Get it, girl.
And
get
now,
it.
when they join us, they say, "Whoa, I like it. I want to join." Perfect. Then you sign them up, or they can actually upgrade to distributor very easy.
Yeah. If somebody's like, "Hey, I'm ready now," great. Let me upgrade you. It's a little button.
Visage.
Boop, right?
Visage,
you know.
Visage.
So, all right. Oh. When you bring a founder on who insists on getting their product experience, okay, so that's fine, but I would just get them plugged into this team stuff right away, just so they see the bigger team. It's not just you and them on an island. They see that there's like a whole team of people to plug into. And that does happen, but just remember, sometimes people buy founders and they really are just customers. Sometimes people buy founder pack because they don't want to miss out and they want to be, but guess what? You just got somebody on with the founder with SmartShip for 11 months, prepaid SmartShip. You win.
Yeah.
Consider it a win, even if they say, I just want to use the product.
Yeah, it's again, when somebody say, I just want to try the product first, it's a win. Never is a loss. On the contrary, it's a win. Doesn't matter if they're buying the founder, like Adrian said, or they're buying one product. Always is a win.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, okay. Was that to me or everybody? That was to me. Adrian, I need to get on the phone with you and wrong number Jenny. I love wrong number Jenny. Yes, I would love to. Okay. Yeah, so we call her wrong number Jenny because she called the wrong number and ended up enrolling her. Her name is Jenny and we love her, but yeah. So you just never know. You could reverse pitch somebody. All right, my friends. Any other questions? I want to make sure everybody's super clear. And if you're not, it's okay to privately text us as well. If you don't want to ask in the open space, just remember in the open space helps everybody. But I know we went through a lot of content tonight. This will be recorded or is, or was, is. Okay, thank you. Any other questions?
Adrian, it's Nicole. I just want to thank you and George for a great call tonight. And I want to thank everyone for being on the call and most importantly, for being plugged in. You know, there's a lot of information. There's no test. We're earning and learning and we're having fun and we're plugging in. And I don't know, I mean, I'm just kudos to you and George for, you know, rocking out with these slides, helping us to win. Like seriously, everyone, like make Cabo your major gift, you know, to yourself. Get it by Christmas, get it by Thanksgiving. You have till February. Do not wait. I am telling you, you can do this. Adrian just told you to print out 10 enrollment forms. In pencil, manifest who you want. Go to sleep tonight dreaming about the dream team that's coming to you. People that you haven't maybe met yet. People that are like-minded. People that are like me, that are like you, that are like Adrian and George and Kenyon and Daryl and Wendy and Mari and every single beautiful soul on this team. I'm so excited to see all of you. But again, don't worry about if you don't understand everything to a T, we are going to hold your hand. Okay. So thanks, guys.
Beautiful. Thank you,
And
Nicole.
you say so true. It manifested. If you look at the Olympics, how many Olympic athletes saying that they were visualizing and thinking in what they were going to do, or they won the gold medals? Think about that. We're supposed to do that in our business too. We are Olympic athletes in our business.
Yes. Hi, Mari. I just saw her video come on. Hi. Okay, so I'm excited to get out
Hi,
to
Mari.
see you guys. I will be in New Jersey, September 9th to the 14th. Is that what I
Mari
said?
has something to say.
Oh, go ahead, Mari.
Microphone is on.
No. I was just saying hi. I love everything. I was listening intently to all of it. It's just off camera. But thank you, Adrian and Nicole, for putting the slides together. Just like Nicole said, truly. I mean, I want that slide deck. Like, I want it right now. I want to watch this again. I really do. I think that, like Nicole said, like, it was a lot of information and it was quick. And obviously we have to be quick, right? Because for obvious reasons, it's late here on the East Coast for sure. And so, there's a lot of information, but again, what Nicole said, Cabo, like, we can do it. We can all be there together. And, I've been, every incentive that has been dangling in front of me with 3 on like full force. I'm like, I'm not starting in a week. I'm starting now, because exactly what Nicole just said, you wait. And then you're like, oh, if I only had 1 more week. Like, no, you can't. You have to do it now. Like, I'm just saying that because I've been there. If you've been going for an incentive in any way, shape, or form, you're going to always want that extra week and you're not going to have it. So just keep that in mind. I say all the time, like, there's a sense of urgency. Yes, there's a sense of urgency. And one more thing about manifestation, I sent Nicole a message today. There's been someone I've been working on since the very beginning. And I said to Nicole, I have not let up on her. And we finally have a call scheduled for tomorrow morning at 10:30. And before that, I said to Nicole, I sent her a message and I texted and I said, I am manifesting this right now. Manifest this with me. And she said, okay. And then like an hour later, like, the call is scheduled. So I'm just, what we're saying is true, you guys. Like, manifesting works. Write it down in pencil on that enrollment form. Like, all these things really matter and they really work, but you have to believe it. And so anyway, I just want to say that.
Yay. All right. I love you guys. If nobody said that to you today, I had a great conversation with Kenyon today. You guys, honestly, we have the best team on the planet. I do not want to go to Cabo without you guys. Like, I've been to Cabo a million times. The reason I would go to Cabo is to be with all of you and have fun. Okay. So I don't need it. I want it. I want to be there with all of you guys. And you know what? Who knows? I might go to Vietnam too. Why not? So it's going to be fun, you guys, but can you imagine manifesting? If you did that 2 times, that little graphic that we did, the build it to Cabo, okay, if you did that twice from here to Christmas, my gosh, you and your spouse or significant other, or even a teammate would be on the trip together. What a great gift. So let's build it big. And I'm excited to chat with you guys. If I haven't talked to you in a while, get on the schedule. Okay. Go to ourlegacymakers.com and book some time so we can reconnect. Okay. And get things going and get you off to the races, right? Because I feel like some of us right now, it's like we have all the tools in place, but I don't want you to be like the jockey that's still inside watching everybody hit the track. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you want to be out there. You got to get your horse out there. Okay.
Yeah,
the race is on.
I have to say something. Go to the Legacy Makers channel in YouTube. We have all those videos that are in Spark too. Spark, you can get lost with the Chinese, Japanese, Vietnamese, etc.
Yeah.
Here you have our videos, and we have also a playlist with Visage. Has 4 videos.
Perfect. Awesome. Thank you.
Visage.
All right. Good night, everyone. Have a wonderful night. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you online, or I'll see you in person soon. Okay. Have a good night.